Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
Čau lidi, vítám vás, týpte se na tady nové video a to dá hru Red Dead Redemption, Redemption, jak se to čte, nevím, to je jedno. A je to hra, která vyšla po 14 letech na PC, chápete to? Po tolika letech. Tak se tady podívat, jak to vypadá celkově a tak. A vychodím grafiku, že mám to většině naplno, krásně všechno, pohodička. Ultra, DLSK a tak dále, všechno. Já se to nevrhnu, bez speciální. A jdeme na to, let's go!
Grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless innocent or seems communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they live like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Takže, tak. Aby jsme měli teda dlouhou ukázku, intro této hry. No graficky to není nic extra, to můžete vidět sami. Ale tak je to port prostě z konzole, no, takže jako až 14 stará hra. Takže nečekejte zázraky, no. Ovládání úplně v pohodě, jako GTAčka prostě. Že to od stejné společnosti. A mi docela, no, OK. Je takový tmavý, no, hrozně ta hra, to jo. Jinak už se pracuje na češtině taky hlavně. Takže to bude česky časem. Jaký super zpráva. Co je? Nějaký opily, jo? No jo, ty máš dost. Se tady motáš. Budeme sledovat trošku. Chvilku, ne? Si někam narazí. No, skoro spát. Tak si sedni, ne? Nebo lehni, nebo co? On neví co, nic. Tak jdeme do saunu teda.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Jak, jasně, jděte s Jakem na koně, no. A jeďte. OK. On si je motal stále, on dá se zpátky, jo, na stejné místo, no, to je blbec. Haha, to je dobrý, no. Fakt. To je koníček krásný, ne? Už, Maria, nějaký divoký, ne? Jo, už jdu. Já se snažím spít, ale je to. Jak se mu nechce, no. No tak, sprintuj. Nejen. Nechce se mu prostě. Ne, krásný zápas slunce. A už to jde. Běžíme.
If you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
No, jsem rychlejší. Tak ne, už ne.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company.
Chápu.
He ain't been friends for a long time.
Nějaký místo prostě, no.
planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Martin?
Ježišmarja,
I
ty se
ain't
taky
planning on
divokej.
staying very long.
Well, if you're
No to
fixing
čeprbe.
for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Steve's Landon. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Ježíme, ježíme. Já se podívám, ono začít taky, jo, je zajímavý.
Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. Let's go, Mr. Martin.
Máme už i zbraň dokonce.
No trouble. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Kam až si běžet jako tady. Nechápu vůbec.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you're better off not knowing.
To je drakuňák, ne? Nejspíš jo, no.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
Nějaký zjata, no. Jí kojoti, nebo co to je? Tak to se bude dít, nějaká cestarka? Akce nějaká, konečně?
Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Něco mám udělat, no, asi tam jít, že jo. Rozkoumat to celé, nejspíš. Od jako seš kde? Jako zahrne, že jo. No, to je lepší, no. To je skvělý. To bude opuštění nebo ne, no. To uvidíme. No, je tam taky stín.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
You never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you, think about this.
You implore me? You implore me? You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Jsou parkanti. Nějaká záchrana tajná. Nečekaná. Zajímavé.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
John Bonnie, jasný, jdi za Bonním. Ne, Johnny Bonnie, ne John. No, ale to vypadá to krásně, no, jako atmosféra, hratelnost, graficky to jde. A určitě nějaký mody od fanoušku, který to ještě vylepší vzhledově, takže to bude parádička. Příběh bude určitě super moc, to je jasný, je to od Rockstaru. To je vždycky top. Ale až bude čeština, to taky bude pecka. No, je to už pěkně, to tady všechno ve ostrý. Aha. Tak jo, to je všechno pro tohle video. Pokud se vám líbilo, dejte like, napište komentář, dejte odběr. Pokud se vám líbí vaše videa, to bude běžka. Nějaký hovaro, kouslo asi, nebo komár. No, je se příště, nějaký zase na šíry. Tak zatím čus.